In the Old Testament, Jews were God's chosen people, and the foreign nations were, well, not usually looked at in a positive light. Now, this makes a lot of sense because foreigners had their own gods that they worshipped, and they often led the Jews astray by getting them to worship these foreign gods, which totally goes against the first commandment. But there were a few times in the Old Testament where foreigners are actually looked at very positively because they demonstrated faith in the true living God. Now, Jesus, during his first sermon in the temple, he actually pulls out a scroll from Isaiah and he reads it declaring that the year of the Lord is here and that his mission is to preach the good news and to set the captives free. Now, he tells us who this mission is going to include by bringing up two foreigners in the Old Testament who had faith in the true living God. He reminds us that during a severe famine, there was this widow in this town called Zarephath in the region of Sidon who demonstrated faith. And also, there was a guy named Naaman from Syria who had leprosy, but he believed that God could heal him, and guess what? He cleansed himself with the prophet's instructions, and he was healed. So, of all things to mention, why does Jesus mention these two foreigners in his very first sermon? Well, it's because Jesus' gospel includes all nations. And remember, Luke's audience was mainly to witness to the Gentiles. So this is why Luke is going to include this very important part of Jesus' ministry. So there you go, a little bit about foreigners, and that's enough today for our historical minute.